Let me read this title so I can get an understanding of what it is that I'll be reading. Lunch around the world. Okay, I know these words. Lunch. I tend to have lunch. I usually have it around 12 o'clock, so that's my lunch. Sometimes I'll pack a sandwich. If I'm lucky, I'll have pizza. So there's a variety of things that I can eat for lunch. But around the world, I've never really given that thought as to what people eat around the world. Oh, it's a question. Maybe the paragraph is going to answer the question. What do kids eat Oh, I messed up. So let me go back and reread. What do kids in other countries have for lunch? So now we're getting into the details. What other countries are they going to be talking about? Let me write which ones. I'm curious to know. What do you usually eat for lunch at school? Maybe you bring a peanut butter and jelly sandwich from home. Oh wow, it was just like what I wrote. Or grab a cheeseburger or fish sticks in the cafeteria. But how about having some congee? What is that? Let me circle that. I have no idea what that is. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but I know that if I look it up, Google will tell me how to pronounce it. Or mee siam. That's another word I have no idea of. As kids in Singapore do. So that's interesting because those two lunches come from Singapore. So if I don't know where Singapore is, I might want to look it up, but I know that it's in Asia, so I'm going to write down Asia. And maybe later on I'll make a chart with Asia, Singapore, and then these two lunches. Have you ever brought a yummy stuffed paratha? Paratha, another word I don't know, but I'm interested to find out. Maybe I want to make some at home to school, as kids in Amritsar, India often do. Oh, now we're talking about India. So if I were to build a chart, I can start building my chart with that information. So let me actually start doing that as I read so I don't forget this information. So let me write nation, food, and then if there's other info, I might leave this blank for now. So far I know about Singapore. And I also know about India. And I know that in India, they eat something called paratha. Maybe they'll give me a description. So let me write the word description here so I can come back to it. And then here it was congee, I believe, and mee siam. Very interesting. Okay, let me move on. Nancy France. That's the title of this paragraph. So they must be talking about France. I know about France. I've been wanting to go to Paris. But Nancy, I've never heard that name of a city, but that's really interesting because I have heard of my friend named Nancy, like my friend. I'm just gonna write that, my friend's name. So maybe the name Nancy comes from France.